Welcome back. Let's get right into it. We tend to think of history, especially religious history, as this very stiff, orderly thing. People stayed in their lanes. Christians were over here, Jews were over there, and everyone followed the rules. But then you dig a little deeper and you find something like the Order of the Asiatic Brethren, and suddenly the history books seem a lot more colorful. I'd really appreciate you leaving a like and subscribing. Or just tell me how bad my content is in the comments. Thanks, love you. Okay, back to it. Imagine Europe in the late 1700s. You've got these two German aristocrat brothers, Hans Heinrich and Hans Karl. They are deep into Freemasonry, but they're bored with the standard stuff. They want the real secrets. They want magic, and that's magic with a K. So they found this order, the Asiatic Brethren. And right off the bat, they do something that was practically unheard of at the time. They deliberately bring Jewish and Christian believers together in the same lodge. Now that sounds nice and progressive, right? A lovely interfaith gathering? Well, hold on if you don't understand early religious zealotry. This wasn't exactly a prayer breakfast. The secret sauce of this order was the Kabbalah or Jewish mysticism. But the German brothers, they couldn't actually read the Hebrew manuscripts. They were clueless. So they had to rely on Jewish members to interpret the text for them. But like always, here is where it gets weird. The Jewish members they recruited weren't your standard Orthodox rabbis. No, these guys were followers of an extremely radical movement called Frankism, named after this self-proclaimed messiah, Jacob Frank. Think about that, self-proclaimed. And this is where it gets unnerving and, in my humble opinion, a bit evil. The Frankists and the Sabbatians followed a doctrine that is honestly dangerous. It was based on the reversal of the mitzvahs. I'll explain. Basically, they believed in redemption through sin. Think about that for a second. Redemption through sin. Dangerous thinking. They believed that to achieve true enlightenment, to really fix the broken world, you couldn't just follow the commandments. You had to break them. They engaged in what historians politely call transgressive behavior. We're talking antinomianism, or going against the law of God. Strange rituals, SA transgression, flipping the script on morality, all in the name of purifying the soul. It just sounds like a free pass to debauch and act horrible to others by my account. So, you have these German Freemasons thinking they are learning ancient wisdom. But they are actually getting a crash course in this radical, occult, rule-breaking theology. And their origin story? It's straight out of an adventure movie. They claimed their teachings came from a Franciscan monk named Eustace. The story goes that Eustace traveled to Jerusalem, the mystic East, and learned dark secrets from a hidden Kabbalist sect. He supposedly brought these rare manuscripts back to Europe, full of rituals on how to conjure spirits and hack the code of creation. Is anyone feeling unnerved yet? Now, was Eustace real? Or was he just a clever marketing gimmick to get wealthy aristocrats to join the club? I'll let you be the judge of that. I haven't got a clue. Eventually, the Order of the Asiatic Brethren dissolved. Probably because an organization built on sinning for God is hard to sustain, I'd imagine. But it didn't just vanish. These ideas, this mix of alchemy, angelic evocation, and heavy Kabbalah, bled right into the high-degree systems of Freemasonry. It even influenced the Swedish Rite and kings like Karl III. So, the next time someone tells you secret societies were just old men in aprons having dinner, remember the Asiatic Brethren. They were trying to break the universe in the name of saving it, and they were having a literal hell of a time doing it. Sometimes the medicine is worse than the disease. Pretty crazy, right? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.